nonsense. Social flex should be up. I would love to take a nap. You should be up. Where did you go? Because why? Here we go with this tomfoolery. Why you gotta do that every day, but okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Is everybody up? YouTube, everybody?
YouTube is, yes. I don't think I am, but I'm not worried about it. Oh, there we go.
Alright, you wanna, I would have said something. That's what it would have sounded like in here if he wasn't. Oh, God damn it. Exit. Over here. There we go. I was trying to log into my Amazon, but they're hilarious.
What happened?
Somebody's trying to log into my Amazon. Good evening.
You open it? You want me to open it?
I mean, I can. Hi. And welcome to the Social Flex. We are your Social Flex host and guides. I am Carlisa Turner. I am 43. I am widowed and open to dating.
I'm Sierra Tompkins. I am 43 and I'm chilling.
She is divorced and open to dating. She wants to stay here at brand new every Thursday. She gets my chair at brand new. Tonight we are discussing Peace Be Still, which is a play on words because we're actually talking about gun laws. But I want to get that shut down before we got started, so try to polish it up, clean it up a little bit. Tonight we do have a panelist. We're supposed to have a few panelists. One dropped out. One is running extra late. So there's always somebody. Very good. Hold on one second. Everybody's camera where it's supposed to be.
Ankles is cold.
Time to eat it. Might be all the way up.
No, I feel it over there.
Welcome to the Social Flex.
Appreciate it.
You want to introduce yourself to people? That is your camera right there.
All right, I'm James Kelly, CEO of SG Tactical, Stoner Gang Productions, young entrepreneur. I'm 28 years old. All I do is grind. Just trying to get to it. Any which way possible.
Okay, Mr. Kelly.
Okay, Mr. Kelly. So,
Do you want to tell them about your business a little bit, like the tactical Since we are talking peace be still, that
Yeah. So I mean, about 6 years ago, I seen a post on Facebook. They needed a security guard. I tried to hop on it and act like I knew what I was doing just because it was something I wanted to get into. I just dove in head first, and it happened to be a celebrity that needed bodyguard work, and I did pretty good, so I just kept on going. Um, People called me based off of that. I just kept on going over the years. I just got bigger and bigger, more and more serious. Started influencing the rest of the city, and they started feeling more safer dealing with my company. Well, I didn't even have a company yet. It was more so just like me, and I just jumped in and started letting people book me. And now I'm here, eight, 9 employees deep. Logos, websites, business cards, big events, small events, all kind of crazy bookings. Hard to keep up with, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
I feel it. So what's your do you have armed and unarmed or just
It's real hard to find armed guards, but I more so have unarmed. That's more so what people like dealing with. A lot of people feel safe with armed guards, but it's a lot of liability to deal with, so I'd rather just keep everything unarmed unless they're dealing with just me, then I would rather do armed.
because you are armed? You're armed, right?
Correct. Yeah. It takes a lot of liability. Like, you have to have that body cam on. You can't trust to just deal with a random guard with no equipment. It's not a good idea. So it's like most arm sites I try to just handle myself.
So you said most armed sites you try to handle yourself?
Yeah, because it's a lot of liability.
There's a certain level of temperament that you have to do that successfully, and professionalism and things you have to have. And he's right, there is a lot of blame to go around. And right now, they're trying to eliminate a lot of that stuff because people can't handle it. People can't handle that level of responsibility. They abuse it in the most egregious of ways.
I mean, me and you've had some experiences with that.
What?
The armed unarmed security situations.
Indeed, unarmed people out here being armed anyway, all types of ways. I've seen it all.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what y'all running in here? And I'm not.
Yeah. It's like dealing with the Pittsburgh police. One officer represents the whole thing. So
For sure.
you bring out a guard thinking that it's just a regular night, a normal crowd, armed guard. That can set the standard for everything else you got going on from this day on.
You got to tell me
from this day on, and you're small, trying to grow. So if you mess that up and send the wrong officer or deal with the wrong officer, it can.
Well, yeah, that's because you did that before, though, right?
I was a police officer for 7 years, but in the midst of all of that,
okay.
I did. So I worked in law enforcement, worked in security. I did personal protection.
Okay.
Automobile bar detail you probably could think of.
Yep.
So I did a lot of stuff. Also, the management, the oversight. I worked with under certain government contracts as a civilian contractor. I was on a lot in that field. Really, still to this day, I still do some stuff, but I've let my certification go to be able to work in an armed capacity. I have thought about going to get some of those certifications back.
Yeah.
I don't know that I really want to do that. Some days I do, some days I don't, because it takes a toll on you mentally.
It does.
At least it did for me. I can't speak for nobody else. A lot of the reasons why I stopped, I got tired of being a holder and a keeper of dirty secrets. I got tired of being the keeper of dirty secrets. And it's a lot of stress and strain, and your body is on the line. And my body was always on the line. Somebody always wanted to fight me. Why are you picking me? Why me?
The big thing is you got to take that energy home.
They want to fight me.
You got to take that energy home.
I come in peace.
Yeah, you have to go home and deal with a normal life too, outside of that uniform.
My uniform came off. It was off.
Yeah. But let's say you deal with a person at an event. You still got to worry about your safety. After
it took me a long time to socialize outside.
Yeah.
When I finally came down, and I turned on my stuff So, was just done completely. It took me a long time to be comfortable going to socialize. I kept like, oh, let's go. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, I know what's gonna happen. I know I might have to.
I can't.
Whole time of life, my lifestyle is kind of behind you.
What side of town can't be on that side?
Yeah.
So do you run into that a lot? Like, where you be out trying to socialize, but you go into like...
Yeah.
Oh, well, I still do that.
Yeah.
That's something you can never turn.
I try to enjoy myself on like a weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, but I go into a bar and then something tells me to do this every single time, like this every single time, and people's like, "Relax, sit down." I'm like, "I am."
And sit back in the corners. I can see everything.
Yeah, you don't.
I can see everything moving.
You get used to being that gatekeeper to everything. You know what I mean? You get used to being like, I know for sure if this happens, I'm going to react like this. You start thinking about how you would react if something does happen when that's not your responsibility at the time. It's just beat into your head that you have to be responsible for every last one of these people in this building. And that's the only problem I really run into, like that and like living my normal life. People see me outside. Oh, that's you. Remember you kicked me out? I'm like, oh, I mean, I really don't remember that. But, if I did, hopefully it was respectful. If not,
for a long time, people didn't know I was the same person.
What's that?
So for a long time, people didn't even know I was the same person.
Exactly. Outside of uniform, you totally...
They didn't even
Here's never the same.
Some people knew, but a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Some people like, you kind of look like... And I'm like, well, me?
Really? No. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. I wish, Yeah.
I mean, I know we're supposed to be talking peace be still. I don't know a lot about gun laws or rights or anything like that. I just know for a long time I had my permit. I went to the range like every Sunday.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
It's a real thin line when it comes to like even dealing with firearms, because like one slim decision can change everyone's life around you. So like I feel like just like I don't know too much about gun laws as I should, so I'm gonna after this I'm pretty much gonna definitely do
about
research. But
the metrics in Pennsylvania, just in Pennsylvania, like I ain't got time to be digging into the world out there. So right. So our gun law strength score is a 40.
What is the max?
100. So we get a 40 out of 100 in our gun law strength.
Okay.
Our gun violence rate. So, gun deaths per 100,000 residents is 14.7.
I mean, for real, when you put it like that, that ain't I don't want to say that ain't a bad number because any loss is a big loss, but
it can be worse.
Yeah, like
it can be worse.
That's where I'm going out with that trajectory. Like, I just knew you was about to be like 67%.
Yes, it's still pretty low. It's still
14.7 per 100,000 residents. So our gun law checklist, things that we have versus what other people. So we require a background check for a handgun purchase at point of sale and or for permit to purchase. We require any person who carry a concealed firearm in public to first obtain a permit. I want to pause.
Can we get into that, please?
Yeah. Because I was definitely about to pause back to like 4. Yeah. Let's talk about this for 1 second. That's the things I need people to understand when we talk about this permit to carry thing.
Right.
First things first. I hate when people go, bitch, I'm licensed. I got my license. You don't have a license.
You have a permit.
You have a permit.
Correct.
Which means you have permission to carry this weapon in a concealed state. Under your shirt, in your pocket, in your purse, in your shoe, gun glove compartment, under your seat, in your backpack, under your wig, hidden.
Yeah.
Hidden. Pennsylvania, last I checked, was an open carry state. You do not need a permit to carry a firearm, period. Like if you carry that mug around on a string around your neck, there's nothing nobody can do about it. You got a little strap on and you want to carry it like a purse.
Wait.
Nobody can say nothing to you about it.
Wait, let's go back. Can we go back, please?
Oh yeah.
Because I just got real lost. So you don't, it's an open carry state, which means that I can open carry, but I need a permit.
No, ma'am, you cannot. Well, but yes, that is the answer. Yes,
but
hypothetical. Damn right. Yes,
but I need a permit to carry
to
concealed.
hide it.
Here's the thing with that. You got to watch that because you drive, I'm assuming, right? You drive.
Yeah.
That's concealed.
That's concealed. As soon as you put it in four doors, and they pull you over, gun charge.
It's hidden because
Yes.
nobody can see. You have to drive down.
As soon as you have to have it open. So,
You gotta get a little
so
magnet.
let's say, there you go. You gotta have something that hangs out the window.
Exactly, because it has to be
Yeah.
visible at
Yeah.
all times. That's open.
Yeah, that'll be the thin line between love and hate when they deal with.
So
You have to
People that
totally
don't have
disarm
it
that
carry.
motherfucker,
Yeah.
separate it from itself in order to carry
So,
it legally and
if I had it like on my dick, open,
out
like
in the open, yes.
yeah,
Well,
that's
it's
fine. That's fine. Like right here on my dick, open,
Yeah,
bow.
open, out.
I can sit here.
It is again a thin line.
You're going to
Between
get
love and hate when it
accosted
comes to
one
that.
way or
Yes.
the other because there's just somebody going to have to know. They're going to have to inquire.
Yes.
However, yes, legally you can carry it
Yeah.
out in the open.
If everything is squeaky clean all the way across the
But-
board, no hiccups in any
If you
sort of
gonna
way.
pull that shirt over top of it,
I gotta have
you
a
need permission.
permit.
You need
If it
permission.
even slips,
You need permission.
if it even slips,
That is
you gotta watch that.
wow.
Yeah, you gotta watch that because
That's a wild ass rule.
Get your chest off.
I'm telling you, But then you gotta watch that because then now you're impersonating an officer, with stuff on your chest, and I'm just saying, you gotta watch what you do when it comes to stuff like that.
The person in the
Like-
officer comes to get
So-
the badge and the t-shirt.
I feel like it's dangerous to open carry though. Look,
It's thin line between love and hate again. You know what I mean? Like I would always say, like I try to
I'm
watch
thinking
that.
it would be more dangerous to open carry.
Well, I know it's there.
You're giving that.
I see.
I see
But-
it.
I know what's
I
coming.
am not getting into an altercation with that person because this is what
I know
possibly
what's
can happen.
there.
They're obviously promoting that they are violent. Or they
Or not.
will protect themselves if I do.
Right.
But that it goes both ways. Like, you have to choose your battles, pretty much. Pretty much choose your battles.
My rules are clicking. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, and telling officers you do it too. So that's
I
a
feel
different
like
that's a
that's-
different topic.
Yeah, that's a different topic.
That's a different
But I
topic,
think
but it
that's-
is. People don't like
a
talking
great
about it, but
point.
it is.
What?
It depends on the officer you're dealing with.
Always,
Yeah.
absolutely. But discretion is what rules the roost.
Correct.
What you mean by that?
A lot of things. So in law enforcement, like a lot of it is discretion. It's a
Yep.
choice. I'm not obligated in most cases to be responsive to stuff. Some stuff is like definitely in the interest of public safety. You have to address it. But most things is like I handle it if I feel it's necessary to deal with it. I deal with it. If I don't, I don't.
Pretty much.
And it saved me a lot of paperwork. Saved me a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of
Saved a whole lot of paperwork.
a lot of court hours.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
So we require concealed carry permits. We do not have an extreme risk law.
What's that?
An extreme risk law allows law enforcement and often family members to petition for a court order to temporarily prevent someone in crisis from accessing guns. So we don't have that. We do not have a shoot first law.
What's that?
Pretty much.
Does not have a dangerous shoot first law in place, meaning shoot first as proof.
Yeah. Stay in
Probably like stand your ground.
Yeah, pretty much like stay in.
We do not have secure storage or child access prevention required, which requires that firearms must be stored locked, unloaded, and separate from ammunition in certain circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
We do not have assault weapons prohibited,
I've seen that
which
actually.
means we do not bar purchase of certain assault-style weapons originally designed for military use. We do not have consumer safety. Requires new handgun models sold in the state to have child-proofing features. We do not have ghost guns regulated. Regulates ghost gun parts, ensuring they cannot be sold without serial numbers and a background check. We do not have high-capacity magazines prohibited, which bars purchase of gun magazines larger than a prescribed size. We do not have micro-stamping for new handguns, which requires new handgun models sold in the state to include micro-stamping technology. We do not have a no special immunity for gun industry does not have a dangerous legal immunity law in place. We do have crime gun tracing, which requires officials to trace all guns recovered at crime scenes using the federal tracing system. We do not have a no carry after violent offense, which bars concealed carry by people with assault and or violent misdemeanor convictions.
Wait, say that again.
That is,
Break that down, please. If we could get a breaking down of that, please.
I didn't know that.
That one just.
We don't have that in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I need to understand the verbiage. That's where I'm fucked up.
A lot of people are not clear on that one. I'm not even clear on that.
Can you please reread? And maybe
We
read it
do
slower.
not have a bar on concealed carry by people with assault and or violent misdemeanor convictions.
Yeah, as long as you're not a felon. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, that's, basically that. Yeah. Got you.
No gun mandate on college campuses, because we do not force colleges and universities to allow concealed carry.
Okay.
No guns at state capitals and or we do have that. We do have a no guns mandate on college campuses.
That's for damn sure.
We do have a no guns at state capitals and or demonstrations.
That's for sure.
That blocks the public carry of guns on state capitol grounds and or political protests.
Yeah.
I mean, going down there
At all.
saying no justice, no peace, but your pistol on you, going down.
Right. Extremely.
Going
I
down.
wonder if they got something in there about like going to the mail, like the mail office and stuff like that. I know you're not allowed to go in there with it either.
Or the Social Security office.
Or the Social Security office. Like
Anything
DMV.
Yeah.
Anything
DMV,
federal. Yeah.
Anything federal, yeah.
Or
right.
state.
So I'm wondering if they got something like that in there. Yeah.
You know, to go for court. I mean, you get taken, you'll get in trouble.
I ain't even going. I ain't trying none of it.
Hopefully
Nothing.
this also too, like they include parking lots also. Like that's property in general. So I mean, I'm wondering if that's in there too. That's they're talking about parking lots either of buildings like that.
How can you stop me from that? You like in my car?
Yeah, like not even like no. I mean like on the property. Once you're in your car, okay, cool. But walking around outside and stuff like that. You know, I'm just walking around.
No, yes you can. Because you watch the audits on the YouTube, like the guys on YouTube do the audits.
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah.
Good time to watch. But like outside, because it's technically public.
Okay.
It's public.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Inside, I can see why they wouldn't want you having that inside
right.
for obvious reasons, but outside.
Right. That's just what I just want to keep that understand that.
We are not open carry regulated, which means regulates how guns may be carried visibly in public, either requiring a permit or else barring open carry altogether.
Okay.
We do have strong concealed carry authority, which allows officials to bar concealed carry by people who pose a danger. Meaning, you get a PFA, they're revoking your concealed carry permit.
And that's the reason why I looked at you the last day, because I was like, a lot of people deal with that situation.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. Like, that's all you got to read about it. Make sure you know your rights and information on that, because you will catch felony for that.
But we do not have emergency restraining order prohibitors, which bars domestic abusers from having guns while subject to short-term emergency orders.
Okay, can we go back to the last two bullet points, please? Go to the first one. Can you read that? Please?
Strong concealed carry authority, which allows officials to bar concealed carry by people who pose a danger.
Nothing was the one under that.
Emergency restraining order prohibitor.
Yeah, I think that's still
Which bars domestic abusers from having guns while subject to short-term emergency orders.
Like the first one. Like the very
The
first
emergency PFA.
The very first
You just still have your
one.
possession of your weapons while the emergency one, but when the 2-year, 5-year goes in place, then you can't.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I need, can you please send me that when we're done with the podcast? Appreciate it. That, whatever you're reading.
It's a very important part. That's a very important part.
The whole thing, whatever. You could screen share or snap a picture.
Please.
Felony prohibitor. We don't have that with bars, gun possession by people with felony convictions.
Really? How? Well, you learned something new.
We don't have that.
And I was gonna say, like,
We do have
That
fugitive from justice prohibitors, though.
okay.
Which bars gun possession by fugitives.
I mean, them niggas
So if
that's
your
running
ass
away.
is on the lam gonna run,
In any sort of way.
you're at large,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
running.
Well, yeah.
I swear,
No.
I swear one cousin's been on a fugitive list since I was in high school, man.
Oh, man.
There's this one cousin that every time I look, I be like, damn, they still
Like,
in
yeah.
They still running.
This episode, I almost got away with it. Gonna be honest.
Like, they still really?
Out there.
10 years later.
We
He's
do
good.
not have a gun removal program.
What's that? Like,
Requires officials to identify and seek removal of illegal guns.
Okay.
so
Now. So just to clarify, they are breaking the law when they do that? Or is that saying they are breaking the law when they come to confiscate your weapons?
Ask me the question a different way.
Okay, if a situation and you are not allowed to possess
That's
weapons,
different. You are
obviously,
obligated under, if you read the PFA thing,
Yep.
you're supposed to surrender them willingly.
Correct.
You're supposed to go down there and
Correct.
say, I got this little piece of paper, I'm supposed to hand you this.
Correct.
And they're supposed to be like your storage facility until all of this is all cleared out.
Gotcha.
What I think they mean by illegal guns is like to go physically in search of guns you done robbed off the UPS truck.
Gotcha.
or if you get one
Gotcha.
off the street and
Gotcha.
maybe not
Same
have
principle.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
not have it
Everything
Gotcha.
registered.
They done
Well,
knocked off the UPS
A lot of those questions were like,
Allegedly. I wasn't there. I don't know that.
a lot of those questions are pretty tricky. If you don't
Allegedly, I wasn't there.
That's why I'm over here
Yeah,
asking
they
questions
are.
because I'm like, hey
You have
now,
to, yeah.
hey.
We do have a hate crime prohibitor.
Oh yeah, I would hope so.
Bars people from having guns after a hate crime conviction.
I would hope
Very,
so. I
very
would hope
smart.
so.
Very
I
smart.
would hope so.
We do have a mental health prohibitor.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
sure,
we do.
for sure.
Yes, we do.
For sure.
Bars gun possession by people who have been involuntarily committed or found to be a danger to self or others.
Such as
that
like
is true.
Crazy Homes, man.
That's-
So,
that is true.
very, I agree.
Why you looking at me? Why you looking at me?
No, that's for everyone's safety. That makes sense for everyone's safety. If you're even submitted in any sort of way,
I've heard
I
it.
agree.
I've heard it.
We do have a minimum age to purchase. Requires handgun buyers to be 21 and older, and rifle and shotgun buyers to be 18 and older, which I think is crazy.
You're gonna give them a bigger gun. You're gonna give them a bigger, more powerful weapon.
Well, there's
You can't.
so
It's entirely crazy.
You can't
So
get a
when
Glock, but your ass is showing up.
what
Get
I
an M4 out this.
but what I heard is the longer the barrel, the lesser the kickback.
You want to go test that theory at the range?
I kind of have.
You want to go? Want to go?
And that's why. And that's why you're not allowed to have.
If it's listen,
Oh,
listen. If it's a
remember that scene in the movie Ride Along when the fucking come on, they threw his ass in the little bucket back?
It'll still shoot.
I got
It'll
a
still
few
shoot.
of them.
It's just
well, I was at the range
Knock his
once,
shoulder off the
and
stop
they,
and shoot him over it, right?
the people next to me. I don't know who these people were.
So you still believe the lesson of kickback?
Listen,
Motherfucker,
I don't know who.
break your fucking nose.
I don't know who these people were, but the tactical instruments they had in a range, and then when they started firing, I'm like, where
The whole
Call of Duty
What
Master
is
Chief.
that?
Yeah, Call of Duty Master
I was like, I don't even want to play no more. Like, let me put my little gun up.
Yep.
I'm out. But they had a Desert Eagle, and every time they fired, it was like the whole, it was like, boom. I'm like, God damn.
You gotta get that.
I don't want to fire one of those ever in life. I stick with my little 9, my little
Does not speak
Glock.
for me.
My little
She
claw.
does not speak for me.
I'll stick with one of them little.
No, she don't. Man, I'm about to
Because I be
talk
terrified.
about it off camera.
I be terrified.
We do have a no gun purchase after violent offense. Bars gun purchases by people with assault and or violent misdemeanor convictions. So you could care about this if you can't buy a new one.
I mean, I agree. I mean, that's.
No new guns for you.
So let me ask this. So let me ask this question. So when they're saying like, is this convicted of a violent offense or just presently
This
is
specifically said bars purchases by people with assault and or other violent misdemeanor convictions.
So if you've never been convicted, those don't apply.
No, because it was either dropped.
Why
or
is it even still on your record? Go
wasn't
get that
anything to do.
motherfucking
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
No, it's
First
not.
of
That's
all,
what I'm-
why would it even still be there?
That's what I'm saying. Like nothing's on my record for real.
I
Like
wasn't saying
I'm just saying, like
she was right on.
it-
You laced them mugs right.
I did.
wasn't even.
I wear a
I
size
did.
7, thank you.
I did. I kind of put them
You
on.
laced them up tight too.
Oh,
Wait
man.
a minute. I've never been.
Just tell
picture-
all your business.
The picture that people paint be wow.
Prohibition for convicted domestic abusers. Bars domestic abusers from having guns after a misdemeanor conviction.
Yeah, I agree because you're now not to be trusted at all in any sort of relationship.
We do have that.
You're dangerous,
We
yeah.
also
agree.
have prohibition, for domestic abusers under restraining orders. Bars domestic abusers from having guns while subject to restraining orders.
Because it can go both ways. I agree also. You can be so scared that you do something, or you can get into a situation where now the person you're dealing with can do something to you. Like, no weapon should be around in that situation.
We do have relinquishment for convicted domestic abusers. Requires domestic abusers to turn in guns after a misdemeanor conviction.
I don't agree with that one. You know, I would say mistakes happen. And not
But at
every-
this
not
point,
every
but that's
misdemeanor
when
is
you was
that.
whooping on somebody's ass.
And
now you're a
I'm
gangster.
misheard.
It's conviction. The wording is
I thought it was
conviction.
just like a misdemeanor offense, such as like any misdemeanor.
No, it was for domestic
I misheard
abusers.
what you said. Yeah, I misheard what you said.
We also have relinquishment for domestic abusers under restraining orders. Require domestic abusers to turn in guns when a restraining order is placed.
Agree.
We have a school threat assessment team.
Oh yeah.
Requires threat assessment programs to identify students at risk for violence.
You know what? That can scar a kid from if they're just like not. If they, some kids just have bad days, or some kids don't have.
But if
A
you're
nice
talking about
home.
just set it off in this
Yeah, you know, but they gotta.
Knock out your box.
It has to be proven that that's what happened. You know what I mean? Because like some people just have bad households that they're around. You know, and that they're just used to playing GTA.
So
and their parents aren't, the best influence.
You got Boosie badass
You
set
know?
it off in this motherfucker.
I've
That's
heard,
who you thought you was about to be today. Disrespect the
I've
business
heard
from
two
the team.
situations like that.
Yeah.
And because I know people that work in schools and they be telling me like, some of the things that be going on, and I was like, yeah, the police had to come today because there was a kindergartner. They found a gun in the kindergartner's backpack.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, Jake done had a damn mouth.
what?
Yeah, enough.
You know,
But then there was another situation where, and this is where I kind of feel like sometimes it could be, I don't want to say invasion of privacy, but the teacher actually went in the child's backpack and they had the toy gun.
Yes, they go in your backpack
Yeah, they
because they have to
constantly
get your
do that.
folder out of there.
Yeah. You should have any weapons
But you
in-
knew that when
yeah.
you signed up.
Yeah.
That they check your backpack, or
You should check your kid's
like they go
backpack
in
before
the
you
twins'
send them.
backpack.
But that's just it. It was
Yeah.
a situation where the parent didn't check the backpack before they sent the kid off to school. It's a custody thing too, where kid was going to dad's or vice versa,
He
mom.
packed a Nerf gun, so he was ready.
Yes, yes,
Dad
It should
said we
always
going
be
to
checked.
war this
It should
weekend. I got mine.
yes, yeah.
Well, there was a situation when we were in COVID, and they were doing the virtual learning, and the kid mom had a dope ass Nerf wall set up in the kid's bedroom, and he was at his desk, and the teacher could see his wall of Nerf, and called the police and had them sent to his house.
Wow.
What? Wait.
For
what?
violating the no weapon school policy.
Really?
Come on,
Now
man.
you know what?
Google it.
Now you know what?
Google it.
Oh, boy,
Google
man.
It made the news. Like, it was a big deal.
Like, that is,
Yeah.
wow.
The way I was at the
That's violation of privacy.
This is why I'm not trying to.
It's
This is why
some
y'all
sort
got
of
to turn
way.
y'all cameras on, because you're not going to police my household. I don't
Right.
know what I got going over here.
And
I'm not on the school district's payroll. In fact, you're on mine. So, at last I checked.
if they ever deal with something like that again, I think they should have like preset backgrounds for when you go deal with live situations like that. Preset backgrounds.
Or
They
turn the
shouldn't be
camera.
able
No,
to
turn
see-
it on. Or turn that goddamn camera
Or
on.
just don't turn it on at all. Yeah, you're right.
No, I mean, they
You
do.
know,
They
but-
do.
Or my name is Jones. You don't run my
It's so
house. It's not your
background.
classroom, baby. Camera off.
But they do. They do have that though. Preset
Yeah.
backgrounds. Like
They
I do
should
it.
do
I
that.
do it in my meetings all the time.
Yeah, but no, it's not a preset. You
Like
actually
mandatory, like,
put up
yeah,
a
this is what it
green
is.
screen.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but you have to know how to do that.
Yeah, every time.
Yep.
Just
Just
go to
enough for you to sit
Highland.
in the office. Another day in the office.
Not me. I'll be everywhere but I'll be in a cabin.
I ain't saying where I be.
I'll be in the cabin with the fireplace. The
I still
the
work
rod.
for. I still work for said company, so
Oh man.
I'm talking about your background. What is
I be
your
in the
background?
meetings. That's all it is. I be in the meetings.
No, what is your background? We're talking about.
Oh, whatever I choose for that day.
That's what I said. Where you be in the cabin, you be on the beach,
Whatever I choose for that day doesn't mean that that's my
A
real
fly
background.
yourself. We do have a stalker prohibitor.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
People be
Bars gun possession by convicted stalkers.
Mm.
So if you was out here hiding in bushes
You don't deserve a
and
gun.
they caught your ass,
I've
Yeah, you
never,
don't deserve a gun.
no.
I've
No,
never had
thank
a
you.
stalker. Never had one. So blessed.
Uh-oh.
I'm so blessed.
I mean,
Why are you laughing? It was a dark time.
Man, because I was in them dark times with you. But just look at me. I'm like, all right, what I gotta do? What you need me to do? What I gotta do? You safe?
If you
All right,
ignore,
cool.
if you ignore it, it'll go away. It didn't go away.
Like, you need me to send the police up? What you need me to
No,
do?
I welcome the smoke, actually. No, come on. I was saying, I'll never get hold of performing, and I want to phone with people like, now, if I go down these steps,
you still
and I
there.
open this door, they on the phone, no, don't go out down the steps. No, don't open it. I let the dog out. Am I the bad guy? Am
I said, send Bishop out there. I bet you the whole attitude changed.
My guy on the phone like, no, don't send the dog out there. You are in your house. You are safe.
I would have
Wherever
been.
you are.
Ignore it.
I would have been something.
I'm not going to be
Bishop,
safe.
go. Bishop, go. Go ahead, Bishop.
Find whatever got whatever.
Man,
you want.
listen.
The bishop was at the top of the stairs looking out the side like.
If you don't want to go down there, why would I?
And I was like, so you don't hear this motherfucker down banging on the door?
Bishop was with all the smoke.
So you don't hear that shit? Hold on, let me go. No, they're still out there. So
We going together or what?
he was mad.
He was.
He was like, so we just go let them disrespect us.
In our house.
You said they just get to disrespect
I
us.
mean, I was like, man, why has Bishop got so much bass? Like,
He was P.O. Like, no, let me just open it. It's cracking a little bit. Let me holler at her. Let me talk to her for a second. I ain't gonna hit her. I just want to talk to her for a second.
right.
We do not have funding for services of victims of gun violence, which issues targeted solicitation to use Federal Victims of Crime Act funds to assist victims of gun violence or for gun violence intervention.
Okay, I was lost for I got it.
I mean,
I got it. I got it.
Sort that out yourself.
well, at a later time.
Have to sort that out amongst yourselves, man.
Yeah.
We do not have local gun laws allowed, which does not preempt towns and cities from making their own gun safety policy.
No, you don't want people to make their own. You don't
Could
want,
you imagine?
you don't want people to make their own now.
Could you imagine?
I shot him because it felt like he had the wrong shirt on. That's back to gangbanging. Take it back to gangbanging. Shot for no darn
we
reason.
do have no law enforcement officers' Bill of Rights, which does not impede efforts to hold police accountable for excessive force and other misconduct.
Can you read that again? Do not. You said we do not
impede the efforts. We do have the no law enforcement officers' Bill of Rights, which does not impede efforts to hold police accountable for excessive force and other misconduct.
Okay, that makes sense.
And does that mean like they're just not allowed to use it at all? Like, or is there saying like when
which means they can be held accountable?
Yeah. Okay.
We don't have anything that
okay.
that absolves them from responsibility as how it is.
That's not how I read it.
That's
looking at it a little different.
Does not impede efforts to hold police accountable for excessive force and other misconduct.
How I'm taking that is that they're not responsible for if they happen to.
Which we know is not true. They are responsible because what's the young man's name that's in a wheelchair now?
Leon, my cousin, little nephew.
Yeah.
Same. Didn't he sue?
He sued, but that doesn't mean that
if we had that, then he wouldn't have been able to do that.
That doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean
they were held accountable.
They were held accountable. Or the state was, or the county was.
They were held accountable. That came out of their money. They were held accountable. Sue the state how? That was Pittsburgh police that did that.
That's what I'm saying. So what I mean by that is like, yeah, I could sue Pittsburgh police, but or the
they were held, but that all comes under one thing. I'll explain to you.
Yeah, that goes back to what I said.
I'm not.
Yeah. One can be responsible can represent the whole thing. Is basically what you're trying to say. Like, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
We do have Office of Violence Intervention. Has a we have a dedicated office for gun violence prevention. We do not have police use of deadly force standard, which bars deadly force unless necessary to prevent serious bodily injury. Does not make exception for felony suspects fleeing arrest.
I mean, I wouldn't trust them either.
We do not have police use of force incident data collection and reporting, which requires law enforcement agencies to collect and report data on use of force incidents. We do not have qualified immunity limited. Limits qualified immunity, a legal shield for police officers accused of civil and constitutional violations. We do have violence intervention program funding, which is a state budget that includes funding for community violence intervention programming. We do not have authority to deny gun purchases for public safety, which allows officials to deny sales if buyer poses a danger. We do have the Charleston loophole closed or limited, which ensures gun sales can't proceed while a background check is still ongoing.
Agreed. Yeah, definitely. Gotta make sure.
We do have dealer licenses requires all gun dealers to obtain a state license.
Okay.
We do not have lost and stolen reporting, which requires gun owners to notify law enforcement if their guns are lost or stolen. While we don't have that, they try to act like we do.
Yeah, because if you don't, they let you know.
They try to act like we do. Like, well, why didn't you say anything?
Yeah, they try to. You should have knew. You're responsible and this and that. You should know where your firearms are and should be locked up. That's going to be important. And
we do have mental health record reporting, which requires or allows officials to report prohibiting records into the background check system.
How fast?
Come in here. You off your goddamn rocker. We switching immediately. We're going down.
Okay, yeah.
You gonna try about
I was gonna say how fast, yeah. It already happened yesterday.
Decline.
Yeah. So a lot of people, a lot of people are like, oh, it's not on my record yet or nothing like that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I didn't go to court for it yet. Doesn't matter.
No, we do have notification of failed background checks, which requires notice to law enforcement when a prohibited person tries to buy a gun. We do have sales records sent to law enforcement, which requires all handgun sale information be recorded by officials. We do not have training required to purchase guns, which requires certain gun buyers to take a training course before their purchase.
Yeah, at the range, they should definitely make you shoot it, operate it.
We do not have waiting periods, which requires gun buyers to wait a prescribed time before completing a purchase. Requires gun buyers to wait a prescribed time before completing a purchase.
They should let them purchase it just to carry it, pick it up off of them. Most gun stores have a place to shoot the gun. Let me see you operate it. Let me teach you a thing or two, whether you hear it or not.
And that's probably why we don't have it, because the amount of places that have a range versus the places that don't. Mm-hmm. You put a lot of people on this and I can see Powell.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, Powell's is,
Excuse me?
They should definitely start making people take some sort of
I would say like a little couple gun safety hours. You know what I'm saying?
I actually like when I took my classes. Like for real, it was actually fun.
You can even do it in an hour and a half. It doesn't even just show you how to operate it, show you how to break it down, put it back together.
How to hit a target, because I'll just be
fire 5 rounds,
shooting at anything. All these bullets just wasted. They didn't hit a goddamn thing.
Trigger control.
There was a lot of stuff that I was taught when I was in classes, like how first off how I was holding the gun was wrong. For real.
Tuck your thumb.
It was like it was like ma'am. Help y'all a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I was like, damn, I was holding it wrong. He was like, absolutely.
Which is even, first of all, let me tell you something. There is law enforcement officers out here.
That's still.
I done been in I done went to recertify with some characters where like, you gonna let him walk out of here? Still allowed to carry that?
Yeah.
After all that? That's crazy.
Some people say.
Crazy.
All people. Some people say they got the worst thing.
Yeah, but they're all day while they still trying to qualify.
Yep. They're there all night.
You pass, can we leave? No.
Yep. The amount of officers that can't shoot at night.
Can I just shoot for them?
There's a lot of officers that can't shoot at night.
Can I shoot for them? I done been.
I like how legit I got at the range. I was so proud of myself. Good job, sweetie. You're doing so great. Oh, honey. Thank y'all. I tried real hard. Thank you so much. But I'm not firing that over there. Whatever they got, I'm not.
What's the shit?
Give it to me. Yep. Give it to me.
I'm just like, I guess I gotta get over like the loud ones and assault rifle.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared to fire an assault weapon too, and they say that those are kind of easier to fire.
You're afraid to fire a high-fire rifle? Please don't say so. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Intimidation is so big, it's bigger, huh? Those are ones that can be strapped to you.
I don't think it's that. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I mean, I think
you should do it. Just
try
knock the nerve out.
I
think you'll like it.
It'll be like riding a bike. Once you do it,
you're like, oh,
it's
loaded up.
Tomorrow you'll be able to do it again.
But I did. I remember when I almost got kicked out of the range because you can't have rapid fire.
Yeah.
And kind of did.
Because they're basically trying to teach you like that trigger control too. Like
you have to know rapid fire.
I don't want to say what range I was at.
Yeah,
I'm asking. I really want to know what range.
For sure, Range USA, they hate that.
You say on the ear? You want to know on the ear?
Maybe. I never knew that was the rule because of who my group is.
I was gonna say,
I was news to me. I'm like, well, who has that?
You know what?
Yeah.
We were like,
when they feel like they're training you or they're watching you, like you don't really know too much. I see them carrying this weird. I'm gonna watch it. Like an officer walk in, or someone that's like a trained armed security officer, like they're like, oh.
Yeah, this was.
I was like, maybe it's because of who my group is.
Well, that could have been it too. It could have been the group of people that I was with.
It's all the clothes you wear, the equipment you carry, and
that's what I mean, because there was definitely somebody there with what you call it, a high power rifle. There was like two of them.
Yeah.
And then there was, the little baby things.
Yeah.
So
they
definitely went, bah, 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 bah. It was like, ma'am.
Especially renters.
Ma'am.
Especially renters. They're most people go in there and rent guns. I'm gonna rent this gun, this gun. They're protecting their guns. They're worried about their guns. To be honest with you, their guns.
Yeah,
I shit my rules.
I never rented.
If they notice that that's not our firearm anyways, go ahead, man. He's gonna break that in 2 weeks. Rapid fire it all you want. It'll be gone by the next time we come here. So it just, I guess all in the.
But yeah, that used to be family time. Me and my niece and her dad used to go every Sunday and go to our little classes, and
we belong to a club, so we hit the club.
Well, I still have my membership
to
Midwest.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. What was that again?
Elmore Hills. Well, McCandless.
God, gotta be specific, huh? Gotta be specific.
God forbid you call it North. We're McCandless, PA.
There's a real nice one out Bridgeville too.
No, mine is out 28, out past.
Is it outdoor?
Both.
Okay.
Which way 28? Out past Toronto or out past?
Yeah. Out past Toronto.
Okay. Like out
but also, I like going out to the game lands. Like when it's nice outside, I like going out to the game land.
Don't you have to have your hunt license for that one?
Probably. I go with my.
You're good though.
My friend.
You're good.
You go with my friend.
You gotta be with somebody, or
I got my friend.
Yeah, you gotta be somebody.
That'd be the only thing I would use it for. I'm not doing that. Although I'm pretty damn sweet.
I can't do no hunting. I can't do no.
I can do the hunting. I can do the hunting. I can do the shooting.
I can't do none of that.
I just don't want to do.
I would be a sucker killing.
I just don't want to be the skinning.
No, I don't want to do none of that.
And where's the fun in if you're not going to take your,
right? Except you can't
have it broken down. You know what I mean?
I can't
get some steaks, a couple hot dogs.
I can't do little Bambi like that. Like no, you
don't gotta be little Bambi.
You got a Bambi daddy though.
It don't gotta be little Bambi.
I can't do Bambi's dad to separate in the home and all of that. Like I can't. Like I just can't do it. No. It's
some things I think should just be left. I understand why it's necessary. I just think it should.
Like,
personally.
Somebody pulled up to my crib and parked across the street and went up in the woods and was hunting. I said, I know you some motherfucking
It's hunting season.
Yeah?
It's hunting season.
What truck is this? Nobody knows where I live.
Or you thought it was about you? You are so James. Everything's about you.
No, because I'm like, I did not invite a motherfucker over here who is trespassing.
Not your property.
Listen,
you do not own the street.
You are Karen. At its finest. Karen.
Self-absorbed as hell. Like, who came to see me?
Oh.
No, I ain't.
Came to see these deer laid out.
And that's what it was. He had this little strap.
But don't hit one on the highway and people.
He had this little orange one in his strap. I was like, oh. What you came for? It's not my business.
Yeah, you best.
Shit.
You best.
Go ahead and shut this door and turn the lawn order back on.
You simple. Well, listen, I done gave y'all the game now.
Yeah, for sure.
What y'all finna do with it is up to you.
Yeah.
What's my homeboy was here? Because, he would have broke it all the way down. You know what I'm saying? He'd have broke it down, put it back together, broke it down again. You know what I'm saying? But
With the
emergencies
sauce,
happen.
They need the recipe. Figure it
Right.
out.
This happens. When duty calls, the fellas, they dropped out on.
Mr. Kelly, you got anything coming up that you would like our viewers to know about? Any shows? Any
events?
Stonerfest. That's going to be the biggest event of the year. I'm not sure who I'm bringing yet, what I got going on for it yet. I'll start planning that a little bit after Christmas. But, I usually bring like at least 10 big influential people and just do a huge event. So I'm not sure who that people are. I might let the people judge, but I don't know yet. Still figuring it out. Still blueprint. But it's coming.
If somebody want to follow you on social media or get in touch with you for services,
Yeah, you type in SG Tactical Security on Facebook, SG Tactical on Instagram, James Kelly on Facebook. I answer all DMs, all emails, text and business phones. All
send this out to the wide public. Be careful what you wish.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. The best part about it is that
you put all your business in the sheet. Now,
it is what it is. I deal with the public.
Please do not contact me after your inbox blood. That's you. They be like, girl. After the podcast, I be like,
it is what it is.
After the podcast, I'll be like, man, come on, bro. What happened now? What is
we're
it?
on all platforms. So, I'm always around. Like I cover a lot of locations in Pittsburgh, so if you don't see me on social media, you'll definitely bump into me in person some way somehow. I'm 1,000% sure about that. Especially if you're like into doing events and just in general going out and having a good time on the weekend. Yeah, I'll probably be the guard at the door. Obviously, going to be one of those two.
Not on duty.
Not on duty. Or I'll just be having a good time and be somewhere. Someone's event. I got to get over to one of you guys' events.
We really have.
We gotta find a venue.
Yeah, we have.
I think that's our problem now. Is getting a new venue.
Yeah, that's a huge problem.
And it's actually so. I'm going to say more so. It's not as far as finding a venue. It's more so finding a venue that cultivates what
you're trying to get done.
Yeah,
and it works within our budget.
And
budgets are
venue owners are starting to recognize that they are close to none. So they're trying not to score on them. But they want per hour, flat rate base. They're trying to.
I mean, there's a lot of people out here with event spaces nowadays. It's like if you could bring a crowd,
just come.
Come. I'll give you the space.
But it limits to what you're allowed to do sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'd rather just find what I can rent and do my own thing. That's what I would prefer.
I'm about to get a group together and just get a building somewhere and then just.
There you go. We'll take our ideas. I see it here. I see it happen.
It ain't about so.
Seriously, because that's the wave now.
Yeah.
And when I think about that, there's so many people that actually talk about that. So it's like if you're talking about it, you're talking about it, you're talking about it.
Come together and make it happen.
And do it.
I've tried that so many times. Like there was this plot of land in Shell Pond that was owned by Westinghouse. I kept trying to find people to buy this plot of land. It's huge. I'm like, we could put on this.
So I'm resurfacing stuff. And as soon as I get the full answer, I'm gonna put it out there because there's a program within Allegheny County called the Vacant Lot Program.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're behind 3 years of your taxes, you could go and petition.
But you can go anywhere and buy a lot for $1.
Oh, man.
You already know.
Or you could take it over, like you could make it.
You can put a lien on it for the tax owner. They got to pay for the surrender deed. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But because I thought about it, but then it's not buying a lot of the problem. It's having the structure set on top of it that becomes the issue.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that stops me is because I know having steel building structure and stuff, but it's not having a steel building.
And then they tore our building down. They tore our building
level
down.
That screen. Just level that shit. Hurt us. I was hurt. I was about to it almost every day, and I'm like,
she called me like, girl. They destroyed our place. I'm like, man, how the fuck they did that?
They did. They didn't give us enough time to get it together. Bastards. But, like I said, it's about having utilities ran and stuff like that. So that becomes issue. But if you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, you probably can get it done. Really mysterious about that.
We know somebody that knows somebody that knows
We know a
somebody.
few somebody.
We know a lot of somebody. It's about the dollar. That's
And then getting a permit system because if people don't want
Oh yeah, the city's against you.
Planning a permit system is also another problem in itself. So you don't have to get in with somebody that will put you in front of the right people. Which I do know those people, but you ask somebody for shit. You be on
now you own. Ain't gonna say
be careful who I make my allegiances and my favors to these days. Big C, not the little one.
Oh shoot!
What you got? What you got
Let me
going
stop
on?
playing, man. What I got going on? No, this is the Wizard of Oz. We say it. Okay, what? I got you.
Hey, you people call my people.
Right. Wait, and they say, it took me a minute to get it together. What do I got going on? Nothing really. I'm just educating myself right now. So I'm going through an educational.
That's always good.
Little educational phase. I'm still vending, of course. So shoes, clothes. More in the shoes in just because of the Christmas season. It's harder to get clothes. I can still get them, but it's harder to get the vendors on
We're
it.
overwhelmed right now.
Yeah,
Everybody
they're
is
super overwhelmed. They're super overwhelmed. So it's like when it comes to jewelry or shoes, he like bow.
Yeah.
But when it comes to clothes, it's another caveat. So I say you could still get them, but it's going to take a while for them to pull clothes. But shoes, jewelry, 7 to 10 business days. What else do I got going on? I'm planning the next basement party. It'll be first quarter. Looking at a date in March somewhere. I'm hoping my DJ gets back to me and says St. Patrick's Day weekend is cool because that's the weekend I'm kind of gunning for. No, just getting ready for the holidays.
That's all. Yeah. Well, as you may know, my children are published authors. They have each published a journal for your mental health purpose, fun, enjoyment purposes. If you're more writing based, then my son's journal, My Voice, Your Voice Matters, is for you and or your child. And then my daughter's, if you're more art based, then my daughter's journal is for you. It's the How Do I Feel sketch journal. The journals were brought about to help my children to articulate their experiences in their day, really at school, and to be able to share with me things that happened to them in real time so that I knew how to best advocate for them. Because sometimes kids have a hard time coming home and telling you what's going on in their day for a number of reasons, but this way they can write it down in real time and not only share it with you as a parent, but to share it with a trusted adult at the school that can act as a mediator between them and the staff they're having a disconnect with, or them and a peer that they're having a disconnect with. That was the purpose originally, but the journals have proved to be useful outside of the school system, and just in life in general when they're just feeling uneasy or on edge or have something exciting that they want to jot down and remember or just to pass the time. So they're not just for children. An adult can use them, a teen can use them, a senior citizen can use them. So if you have an elder that may be in a facility or something and you want them to have a way to advocate for themselves, you know what I'm saying? These journals, they are on Amazon. You can type in my name, Carlisa Turner. You can type in my son's name, Jamari, Jamari Turner, or my daughter's name, Kaya, Kyah Turner. Either one of those three names will bring up both journals on Amazon, and you can purchase them and, help free your mind. But that concludes this episode of The Social Flex. This can quite possibly be our final episode of this season. So we will go back to the drawing board and figure out what we're going to do for next season so we can give y'all the hot fire for next year. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any topic suggestions, you can inbox myself, Sierra, or the Social Flex directly. If you have any content or context that you want to offer as far as dialogue on any topics that we've already talked about, you can inbox us. If you got some tea you want spilled,
Anonymously.
you know what I'm saying? We will spill your tea.
Anonymously.
We will tell your business
Okay.
anonymously.
Yep.
For you. You know what I'm saying? If Gerald is a cheating bastard and you want the world to know,
This is
we will tell the world about Gerald.
We ain't going to say Gerald's name because it's anonymous.
Yes, we will. We're going to say your name.
We're gonna say
Specifically.
We ain't going to say Keisha told us. We just going to say somebody said Gerald. Okay?
Now explain.
Okay. If Rhonda is out here fighting and bopping and you want the world to know, we will tell the world about Rhonda.
We also have our etiquette
We ain't going to say
series.
Kevin told us, but we will tell the world about Rhonda. Okay? Okay? If you have a story that you think is crazy, like hey, dear Social Flex, I have a dilemma.
They gotta know.
I have a problem that involves two ladies. I feel for the both. You get what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying?
Which one should I choose?
We will help you.
Oh,
we will give
man.
you our honest opinion and thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We're here for you
Mediation.
at the Social Flex to help you get it out. Is what we're saying. You know, that's what we do here. Okay, for you.
We also do offer etiquette series. So if you are a business up and coming or established and you want to tell people about your business
Or artistry.
or whatever, hit us up. We'll come to you,
Being.
and we'll set up. And
Yeah.
you could tell about your
Tell
business.
the world what you got going on.
The do's and the don'ts.
Let it know.
The
ups and the downs, the ins and the outs. Yes.
Yeah, because we've heard some stories. It makes us more aware.
Makes us better people. For you.
And again, this was designed to be a blessing to people. So these conversations in our community are not well had, and we wanted to offer the platform for it to be comfortable to speak out on those. So
Without judgment.
yeah, without judgment. So
It's a safe space.
we do, want to be a blessing for people because here at the Social Flex, we always do learn and remind people to be blessed and a blessing. You never know who you could touch.
Thank you for tuning in. Bye.